I'm Emily Clark.
And I'm Andrew Reeser. Good morning, Utah. It is 5:31 on your Memorial Day.
Continuing to track Hurricane Matthew and the devastating damage it left behind across the coast as people wake up this morning. And more on rescue efforts taking place across the southeast. Plus, when officials say people may be able to go back home. Up next. Good morning. It's Sunday, October 9th. I'm Andrew Reeser in for Ashley Manelli, and I'm in with meteorologist Ben Dorenbach. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And Ben, you know, I think a lot of people breathing a sigh of relief right now that the worst of Matthew is on its way out.
It is 5 o'clock on this Monday, and we have breaking news overnight out of West Valley where a suspicious house fire may have claimed someone's life this morning. Right now, detectives are casing the scene at 6946 Bonnie Arlene Drive. That's where we find Allie Monson. She's live at the scene with more. And Allie, what can you tell us at this hour?
Well, now time to cover our counties. In Newberry County, a man is dead after being hit by a car overnight. 31-year-old Brandon Golston of Saluda was walking down Highway 34 near Ringer Road around 4 this morning when he was struck.
5:33, the story of a Utah mom accused of child abuse now getting national and international news coverage. 39-year-old Tori Castillo is accused of putting her 2 young children in a car trunk while she went shopping. It happened at the Riverdale Walmart. One woman saw her put the kids in that trunk. A group of women gathered, heard those kids trying to get out, and finally talked them into pushing the safety latch inside. Let's talk about Wonder Woman. Everybody's talking about this movie because they're saying that it just really takes girl power to the next level, and I think a lot of people, not just women, are going to love this movie. Well, the warm weather signaling the start of summer, but it is also proving deadly because of fast melting snowpack. That melting snow creating raging rivers all over northern Utah. People are being warned to stay away from moving waterways, especially children and pets. 6 people have already died this season, 3 of them children. Watches and warnings are up all over northern Utah.
Yes, we want to get right over to Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kent for a first check of the weather. Kendra, that storm was crazy just a few minutes ago, and we could be seeing record temperatures by Friday. Right? A national champion is back in the upstate. A hero's welcome for former Burns Rebel Alex Cunningham, who's back in Duncan after his epic performance for Coastal Carolina in the College World Series.
Well, officials in Mississippi say the suspect in a weekend shooting spree stands charged with murder. The killings rocking a community south of Jackson, claiming 8 lives, including a sheriff's deputy. CNN's Reed Binion reports.
Now, the Justice Department has opened a civil rights investigation. Baton Rouge police say they were trying to restrain this man, Alton Sterling, 37 years old, who they believed to have a gun. Here's a look at some of that video. Now, we can't show you all of it because it's just too graphic. Tuesday, officers say they got a call from Sterling, who was selling CDs outside of a convenience store, and threatened a man with a gun. Now, as you can see, the officers attempt to subdue him. At one point, somebody yells, "He's got a gun," and Sterling was shot multiple times at point-blank range. His death has since led to hundreds taking to the streets in protest. Sterling's family says they want answers.
Also new overnight, an apartment fire in Provo that started in an attic has displaced a mother and baby. It happened at 792 West and 500 North. Provo Fire Department says they were able to evacuate all 3 apartments, and the investigators right now are on their way to assess how that fire started. We will bring you more information as it becomes available right here on Good Morning Utah.
I took my dog out to the dog park today here in Greenville.
Yeah.
And, you know, those clouds really threatening, but they never actually poured down any rain for us. So we were lucky there.
Bad for some other people.
Every 10 minutes with Ben Dorenbach. Ben, a look at the devastation down in the low country. Just really tough as people now deal with the cleanup there. But the hope is that in the long run, more doctors will want to participate and more inmates can be seen virtually.